Jylla Meghalaya menta kedan sangut Kiba khlad na jingshitom ha COVID kat kendai. Da jing khlad no ki angut menta ke step ha North East Indira Gandhi Regional Institute of Health and Medical Sciences NEIGRIHMS. Director of Health Services MI Dr. Amanwar ula pentip bagi angut Kiba khlad ha North East Indira Gandhi Regional Institute of Health and Medical Sciences NEIGRIHMS kidi badan jingshitom ha kemet bat Kiba khlad no nomor bok kenyang COVID kat kendai ru ula yok lat menteri kam ha kemet jengki. Kini Kiba khlad kidi bala tiap kerteng duba bantai lang ar sngi sa phos nam kerta na Shillong lat Sharai di Boy district bat u Nandeshwar Diuri sa pras nam kota ubadi usipai BSF kat kum gajingan thu u DHS uba bantai lang ar sngi udai batri Geological Survey of India Kolkata ubalawan phai sa jylla ban pha sumar namar bu udan mau hau sang ha kasantrik mendau benai layalam u NEIGRIHMS bat hakte ke singi la test daka RT PCR bala alap udan yo COVID kat kendai ban nagaleng gi bor penyai ke hospital ki klem palait setia yu sheying ban karantin namar bu utso ulaya thuru bala test biang yu ba singai ha ka khat riu bat khat nyu tarik mendau benai bat ka report ka pen i bo umdan setia yu COVID kat kendai hendai katan ka koi ke kya ka klem pat pen banapat bo la koi daka ba kidang ap shishu ya ki report ha ka khat phatarik ulas dang jingshitom jur ha ka bala abu no yu ha ICU namar ke jingshitom manring mensim bat ke jingshakta ukhlai ha COVID kat kendai ha ka ba ula khat no ha ka por kamba khat ar baji min ha ka bai dei bat Nandeshwar Diuri sa pras nam kerta ubade usipai BSF ubala khat no u DHS ulai thu bo dei walaya bit yo COVID kat kendai na kiwei bat yo pang ha ka sautarek la test positive yu bala sumar ha po ka composite hospital BSF kabadan ha umpling Hendai hadim bala penkit no yu cha civil hospital Shillong namar gajing bomla bandring mensim ban jerho na civil hospital la penkit no NEIGRIHMS haga khalai tarik mendau benai hendai ula khlad no haga step jengka khat kendai tarik haga por arbaji u Dr. Amanwar ulai thu baya kamet basa jengkini ki arngot la pendep menta singi bad yu ba singai la penkit no Shillong ban pendep ya gajing otep kat ba yu Nandeshwar la thang no hajelu para Shillong
The two persons who had passed away at NEIGRIHMS, who were admitted at NEIGRIHMS, and as per the records, as per the report from NEIGRIHMS, one is Shri Bantailang R. Singai. He is from Lal Sharai, Ri district. And another one is Nandeshwar Diuri. He is from BSF. I will read out the summary of Bantailang R. Singai. The patient was admitted at NEIGRIHMS on 5th July 2020 with complaints of pain in the right upper quadrant of the abdomen. He had just returned from Kolkata on that day and was in a quarantine facility prior to transfer to NEIGRIHMS. He was transferred to NEIGRIHMS on 5th of July 2020 itself when he had complained of pain, abdomen inside the quarantine center. On evaluation here in NEIGRIHMS, he was diagnosed as a case of acute calculus cholecystitis. His sample was also taken for RT-PCR, which was positive for COVID-19. He was shifted to the COVID isolation ward and was conservatively managed. During his course of stay, he developed diarrhea and acute kidney injury and was transferred to the COVID ICU for further management. His 2 samples on 16th and 17th July were negative. Prior to him being taken to ICU, 16th and 17th July, he was all right. His samples also have tested negative. He, however, developed sudden onset respiratory failure on the 18th of July 2020. He was initially managed on non-invasive ventilation but did not improve and was subsequently intubated. His respiratory failure worsened and he developed respiratory and cardiac arrest on 18 July 2020. CPR was given accordingly, but he could not be revived and was declared dead at 23:56 hours, 11:56 p.m. The immediate cause of death is type 1 respiratory failure with acute kidney injury. The antecedent cause is COVID-19, and the contributing causes is acute calculus cholecystitis. Summary of Nandeshwar Duri. He is a contact at Umpling BSF campus on 1st of July 2020, and as a high-risk case, he was put under quarantine, and when they had done the RT-PCR, it turned out to be positive. He was placed in the composite hospital, and on 12th of July 2020, he was referred to civil hospital because of certain complaints which points out to complications of COVID-19. And from civil hospital, they had referred to NEIGRIHMS on 13th of July 2020. This was the particular patient which I had mentioned, who was very serious and he was critical. The patient had a history of contact with a laboratory confirmed case of COVID-19. He developed symptoms suggestive of COVID-19 and was tested on 4th of July, where it came out as positive. He was also a known case of type 2 diabetes. He was initially managed at BSF Composite Hospital, Umpling, but was referred to civil hospital in view of worsening breathlessness and persistent cough. He was then transferred to NEIGRIHMS on 13th July 2020 in view of need for ICU care due to worsening symptoms. On arrival in NEIGRIHMS, he was managed in the COVID ICU. He was in acute respiratory distress syndrome with severe sepsis and multi-organ failure. He did not improve with treatment. He developed respiratory and cardiac failure, which did not improve with resuscitative efforts and expired on 19th July 2020 at 2 a.m. The immediate cause of death is type 1 respiratory failure with multi-organ dysfunction syndrome. Antecedent cause is COVID-19 and acute respiratory distress syndrome. Contributing causes is type 2 diabetes mellitus. The name of this patient is Nandeshwar Duri. He is a Jawan of the BSF. Yai ni namar bidan uni mau hapo oksang. Mo ti ki klampat pelai binlet quarantine corona care center lani ba inlet shayeng ro ban quarantine. Namar ba kidang don complication nau ni umau pada. Namar idon complication nomor tangsu te yo saya gani ka COVID-19 te kai ka jing batai na po NEIGRIHMS Shillong ba ka injury ka ba yo gani kidney injury ka bagi ai maki kadai na ka effect jong uni virus hakamet ka jungi kadau ki bat sai yang tu but haka kanyu na ada test long negative tama ki khampat declare bilang recover ki kham declare nama bidon kini ki khat phra tarik pada develop concern kini ki symptom ko one shot kan ko diarrhea diarrhea bidon severe dehydration kira ano spo ICU te yo respiratory failure hang tu kawai na ki main you know COVID-19 ketika side effect no COVID-19 respiratory failure dena takadau khlad ni kilale kilabu i po ventilator tama kihamale issue ini dan rumah safus na me ini di return ni di bawah po Kolkata hakasan safu fra ni ong safu riu ni tu kasi di safu fra layo lai ka dir obat tapi ni fi kun utu bom priang umdai bom priang sekolah kata te ki ide baterai po Meghalaya situ ni tu one bet GSI ha di baterai po GSI kani kamet ya jong ni BSF kin pendap hang ni po jylla parah la ada penbet kham sibet tarai mentah ka jong ini i lead bantai lang sengai ru ar sengai kin pendap mentah si tiga tu ka met kin angkit mentah kata puji kelakit kin ra sepo lal cerai tiga Shillong ru kala information ka balang ru kala ong bagin dayu tiga ingu ka Shillong namar balai non gano ko jing puntut kam don gano ko jing ting kila ai ta information kila ada pen kre ka thli wi berfat ka tiga jakatep tiga sulit ra tiga naliang ki bahi yang ikan ra ya kamet ngila ai ki PPE ki precaution ki berfat dan ni banting tikin pendap hi mentasi